Suspected hoodlums on Friday morning laid siege to Sabo area of Osogbo and injured some traders and others in the vicinity, Punch reports. Although police officers have been deployed to the scene, when our correspondent visited the area, gunshots fired by the hoodlums were still heard a few meters away from where the policemen were stationed. A resident identified as Amusa told our correspondent that the attack started late Thursday. Amusa said the hoodlums had claimed to be mourning a colleague with a candlelight procession before they suddenly launched attacks on traders. He said a yet-to-be-identified trader was killed in the process, adding that the hoodlums also continued their onslaughts and attacked more people in the area of on Friday. How can this whole thing is somehow the whole thing is somehow well, just like we've heard, the policemen have been stationed or they've been deployed and they are there at the vicinity. At least after much investigations, we will know what really happened. If they are mourning their own in procession, so why would they want to go to the markets, or what could have happened? So what happened that not led to the death of one trader? That is what we need to get to know at the end of the day. But by and large, it's like a free fall. Anybody can just move around and do whatever he or she likes. Is unfortunate. The current mayhem in Nigeria is a clear indication that it isn't just the north that has Amajiri that needs saving. Miscreants aren't the monopoly of any region. Bad governance isn't the monopoly of any region either. The rampaging youth are a product of poor leadership across the whole country. I hope when the dust are set to the young Nigerians will realize they have more in common than not. I hope they understand they are all suffering and they are all victims of a very united political class. So of course this is true. I quite agree with these statements because it is what it is everywhere. It is what it is. If the leadership is okay, if the leadership is fine, if the leadership is intact, it will trickle down to the people as well and to all those governors all around. One sure bet I can place on Nigeria every day is there must be a bloodshed from the criminal group. The criminal group include even the police themselves. All other groups are just the sub-branch of a menace the police have created by giving them breathing space. May Almighty God continue to protect us because this government has failed completely. Poverty and hopelessness is turning a peaceful Osogbo to violent spot. The governor needs to address joblessness and general welfare of the vulnerable people in the state. Southwest, watch out to don't let it happen to you. What do you expect from a country where talks are more successful than a medical doctor? That's a big point. It's a good point at that. When thugs are more successful than a medical doctor. Every time bad news. Yes, it is what it is. What is wrong with these merciless attackers? Are we the people that are in charge of the nation, the nation treasury? Please leave us alone with the kind of wahala we people would dey. May God deal with anyone with black heart towards other. It's unfortunate. The bad people, the evil ones are just having field day. That's it. They're just having field days. At the end of the day, they know how to go about and get away with all these atrocities. Even if they are being arrested, at the end of the day, they will release them. They will tell you that you have to give information to the security agencies. Give them information. You will have a better story to tell. Well, someone says, you people supported NSAS, but now see what we are facing. NSAS, okay. What is the connection between NSAS and riot? Last, you go get sense by force. Really, NSAS? Do you believe when we call SARS for talks or any violence act, SARS will just collect money from them and leave them? This is what give courage to them to do whatever they want. And SARS continue. Wow. It's like your brain is even paining you. Just like somebody said, I don't know what's the relationship between what they are talking about with SARS. Of course, that is what they always talk about. Nigeria is gradually becoming very useless. The origin of this is prolonged bad system of governance. You cannot produce good products from bad seeds. Where is our Motekun and Eastern Security Network? Instead of agitating for good governance and modern security gadgets, we're busy creating more oppressive security outfits that will one day turn against the poor people. Finally, they don't mix up with Southwest people since they keep deporting them to Southwest during Corona lockdown. I knew they are up to something. Mini hoodlums, the criminals in government looting our treasury, are the mega hoodlums. The criminals in governments looting our treasury are the mega hoodlums. Remembering the Christmas Day attack report, everyone should be vigilant. Where is Amotekun? The federal government allows Amotekun to operate unhindered. Let them operate unhindered. Those who said regional police is the solution should not blame the federal government for any security lapses in their domain. The British contraption called Nigeria has expired. It's happening. Sabo area of Osogbo. Please stay away from Sabo as if you are in Osogbo. The South just used their own hands to introduce insecurity by incapacitating the police force whose formation has become beneficiary before now. Excess power, excess poverty in the land, and everyone wants to meet up by all means. The question now is that what is the solution to all of these things? Because those in power do not seem to understand what is happening, do not seem to be looking for solution to these old problems. The only thing, they will gather themselves, they will tell you they are holding meeting, they will tell you they are forming committee, they will tell you all these stories that you want to hear. After that day, that is the end. They will tell you they are still working on it. They will tell you they are still doing this, they are still doing that, and in the recent they are not doing anything, and their own lives are going smoothly, and that of their children, but they will leave the masses to begin to continue to suffer. That is what has always been. Excess poverty in the land. Yes, the average Nigerians are hoodlums next target. Shebi Nigeria no concern you. Okay, finger crossed. Others are busy celebrating Christmas, but all you hear from this country is killing, bombing, fighting. How did we get here? It's crazy. Where in Osogbo? Okay, oh. My Osogbo used to be the most peaceful city in Nigeria. So what is going on these days? I don't understand. We've been hearing of Osogbo lately. We've been hearing of Osogbo recently. Everything is all about bad governance. Because I see no reason why each of the governors in the state will not be able to manage their state. What are they doing? What are they doing? Because the negligence is, it's at the center. Because if we have a central leadership that is up and doing, I don't think all these governors will be resting, will be relaxing like this. Everybody just doing what they are doing, because even the president cannot be held accountable or responsible. Who are you going to be holding responsible? Every problem is going to be centered at the center. It's going to be traced to the center. But meanwhile, the so-called governors are even getting a lot of security votes. What do they do with their security vote? That's another thing. If we are talking about this thing, they will tell you, oh, we don't have this thing. They are not they don't have a power as far as security is concerned in the state. Oh, they are just a figurehead. That name is just a title, chief security officer of the state. But you collect what is it called? You collect security votes. What do you do with your security votes? That's another thing. Because at that smaller unit, they are supposed to be curbing all of those things. I don't understand. They will still expect somebody from Abuja to come and do their work for them. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this.